How do you know Shelby Svensen?
He is my son, my first son.
Tell the jury how you first met Shelby Svensen.
I was dating his mother. It was our third date. Our first date was kind of like a cookout amongst friends on her side and my side. And we were able to have a second date. It was going to be a company party for my friend's wife and for my wife Lisa for a company party. And we were able to immediately find a connection. And so it didn't take too long to decide that we would like to have a third date where I would meet Shelby, because we knew that in our conversations that was definitely going to be a part of the relationship. If I was going to be with her, it was going to be a package deal. She loved him, and if I wasn't into him, I was going to be a no-go. I'm pretty certain of that.
Now, before you met Shelby's mother, and before you met Shelby, did you grow up in Ohio?
I did.
You're a Cleveland Browns fan?
I am.
Okay. Did you serve in the United States Marine Corps?
I did.
For how long?
4 years.
Okay. What did you do in the Marine Corps?
I was a helicopter crew chief at 6172. I was a crew chief on CH-46 Sea Knights.
Okay. And when you left the Marines, what kind of work did you do?
I started going to college full-time and seeking out employment at large corporations to have a career, not just a job.
Okay. And when you met Lisa, Shelby's mother, were you working?
I was.
What kind of work were you doing at the time?
I was working at a large company in communications, and it was a career-type job. And so much in fact that's why I quit college full-time. I couldn't do both.
Okay. And what was it that you did?
I am a technician. I work outside. I've been outside the entire time. I do installation and repair for services for customers, both business, residential, of all types of needs of any kind of communication. I basically maintain anything that's a cabling or a network of this company outside of their buildings, all the way to our customers' needs.
Okay.
And I meet the customers head on, so I'm not just dealing with the technical side, but also the relations of the customer's needs.
And at the time, you had lots of coworkers doing similar type of work?
Yes.
And now it's kind of a job that's a dying occupation?
It is.
Okay. Let's go back to the first time you met Shelby Nealy. How old was he?
He was 3 years old.
Okay. And were you nervous?
No, actually I wasn't.
Okay. Well, were you single at the time?
I was.
Did you have any toys at your house?
I did when he came over.
Sure, but before he came over, did you have any toys?
No, not one.
Okay. So before he came over, did you go out and buy some toys?
I did.
All right. What kind of toys did you buy?
Big Tonka truck, because I know he's a boy. And I got a bunch of smaller things. I don't remember all of the items, but I do remember the Tonka truck the most, because he took to that toy.
He enjoyed it?
Yeah, and there were plenty of toys there. I kind of went a little crazy with how many toys I bought.
Okay. And you went a little crazy because the love of your life was the mother.
Yeah, I was very, I never had felt this way about anyone until Lisa. I just felt there was something very special, and I wanted to make this work.
Okay. At some point, do you buy a home, the home that you're in?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, our first home.
And how long ago was that?
That was in '98.
Okay. So several decades ago.
This chair's falling. Yes.
Is the chair okay?
It's falling down.
Okay.
If I can.
You want to stand up and see if it can...
I'm fine. It's just I just noticed it.
Okay. Is that the home where you raised Shelby Nealy?
Yes.
Did you do, do you think you did the best you could to be
Oh,
his father?
absolutely, 100%. I gave everything I could.
Okay. You guys went on trips together?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In particular, where would you normally go every year?
Family, so we would go more west along Lake Erie for Lisa's side of the family there. My family's kind of spread kind of close, though, to where we were, but all of my family, and then, of course, Texas, which is the other part of Lisa's family. And we did some other trips where, I think, a lot of camping and stuff. We didn't do a lot of travel because we were trying to use our funds to build our house, get things underway.
And finances are not always easy, right?
Yeah, I'm an hourly wage type guy. I started out at the bottom, and I had a family to feed. It's a lot of work to make a dream come true. So I worked very hard. I did a lot of overtime, and I did everything I possibly could to not waste money either, to spend it wisely. And going out on big trips and stuff like that wasn't sensible, but camping was. So.
How would you describe your son Shelby as a young boy?
He was a lot of energy. He was very happy. He was wild, very active. He was a handful almost.
Okay.
He was wild. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right. You say he was a handful. Was there a point in time where he was diagnosed with ADHD?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I'm going to ask you, instead of saying
Yes.
mm-hmm, if you
I'm
can
sorry,
say yes,
yes.
or no
Yes.
when it's appropriate. Did he end up at some point being medicated for the ADHD?
Yes.
Okay. Did he have difficulties in school?
Yes.
Okay. Did he misbehave from time to time?
Yes.
Okay. Describe to the jury what are some of the things that he did as far as misbehavior is concerned.
In school or
Both
just
in
general?
school and at home that you were aware of.
He might take something from another kid's at the school, like a game or something like
Okay.
that. Typical kid stuff. I'm
Stupid stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And did he always listen?
No.
All right. As he grew older in his teenage years, up until the age of 15, had he ever met his biological father?
No.
Okay. Do you recall a period of time where, shortly before he's 15 or right around the time that he's 15 years old, where there's conversations about him possibly meeting his biological father?
Yes.
Were you aware of the circumstances that caused Lisa and Shelby to move from Texas to Ohio?
Yes. She didn't tell me. Yeah.
Lisa told you about those circumstances at some point?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It didn't take long, but she wasn't like bringing that information right away, of course.
Not
It's
something,
complicated.
not something she generally wanted to talk about necessarily?
Sure.
Okay. But she told you about it.
Right, when she was comfortable.
What do you recall her telling you about what happened in Texas with the biological father? His name was Bobby, right?
Correct.
What do you recall? Tell the jury what you recall Lisa told you about those
It
circumstances.
didn't take very long, so I hope you understand that it didn't take long for her to feel comfortable with that because she was so mature. But she was telling me horrific things, how he had taken a knife to her neck, how she had to deal with a glass table that was in their apartment be completely shattered, and him threatening her life and making her on her hands and knees dig into the table or to look for keys. He was a dangerous man.
Okay. And ultimately, does Lisa tell you that he ends up fleeing Texas
That's correct.
with her mother and Shelby and going to Ohio?
Yes.
And how old, roughly, do you think Shelby was when she fled Texas?
Just under 1.
Okay, all right. So when the discussion takes place about Shelby possibly meeting his birth father, biological father, Bobby, around the age of 15, are you guys concerned?
Absolutely. 100%. Yes.
Do you recall Lisa wanting or feeling a little bit more comfortable about the idea when she was able to speak with Bobby's wife about Shelby going there?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall Bobby's wife's name?
I do not.
Okay.
to be
We'll
honest.
ask Lisa about that. That's fine. Does Shelby go and visit his father, his biological father, in Texas?
Yes.
Recently, have you learned of some things that happened while he was in Texas?
That I did not know. Yes.
Okay, what's that?
About Bobby's wife.
What about Bobby's wife?
About her seducing and having sex with Shelby.
Okay. Shortly before Shelby turned 17, or is it the day after Shelby's 17th birthday?
It was the day after his 17th birthday.
What happens the day after Shelby's 17th birthday?
Shelby tells us he's completely broke down, that his father, biological father, passed away. He killed himself. I guess he shot himself in the head.
Okay. Did he seem devastated by that?
He was completely devastated. He was completely broken. I had never seen Shelby anything like this. Of course, we wanted to console right away.
I'm sorry?
We wanted to console him right away.
Sure.
Immediately. Yeah, I mean, he was completely broken. I mean, completely red in the face. And I had never seen him ever in my entire life like this. I haven't.
It makes sense to be upset and sad when a parent dies, right?
Correct.
But did he seem to be, almost beyond that?
Without a doubt. He started saying how it was his fault, or that he felt he could have done something.
Okay, all right. Said it was his fault?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah, and that didn't make any sense, but me, it was like, it's ridiculous.
Okay. Did it make more sense when you learned recently
Yes,
about
it did.
the sexual abuse?
Yeah, and so many years ago, I never knew this.
Okay. After that, do you see changes in Shelby that are not good?
Yes.
Does he get involved in relationships with people that are not good?
Yes.